At the very moment right after dawn, above the wetland, the sun rises. The rising sun vitalizes numerous wild lives and breeds infinite expectations. The power of the sea, with the sand ridge on the seabed growing recklessly, time and again screws into a giant curtain. It looks like now a line in the sky, now the Guanyin closing palms, and now the heavenly maiden scattering blossoms. The sea wave keeps slapping Tiaozi Ni. What a wonderful scenery! The only scene that can compare with it should be the separation of two waters that forms after different tides meet. This unique phenomenon sends more wild marine treasures to this sea area and has them buried under the Tiaozi Ni wetland. This is how the second chapter of the story is bred. The story of migration not only happens at the starting or ending points. Tiaozi Ni wetland lies halfway along the East Asian Australasian flyway. Here, in spring and autumn, wild songs about hunting and releasing, communication and reproduction have been written one after another. When the tides rise, birds can have a consistent flying direction. 720 mil high tide habitat is a secret place in Tiaozi Ni wetland. The plovers and sandpipers are a large group of migratory birds. Red-necked sandpipers are excellent flyers in autumn migration. With the arrival of the vanguard, a large number of migratory birds heading south, including wide-rumped sandpipers, big sandpipers, black-bellied sandpipers, spotted sandpipers, bar-tailed godwits, semi-palmitated sandpipers, and ring-necked plovers open the prelude of autumn. Spoon-billed sandpiper is called the panda among birds. It is actually rarer than the giant panda because its requirements for survival conditions are almost harsh. However, during migration, nearly half of the world's spoon-billed sandpipers choose to replenish their energy in Tiaozi Ni. The sparrow-sized elf is not only the pearl of international experts and scholars, but also the chickabiddy of numerous coastal people. Their food, the game in Tiaozi Ni wetlands, should accuse them of carrying a small spoon and keeping eating. They directly abandon appearance management and have grown from the slimmest idol into small flat balls. Some of the greedy little guys will even forget to continue their migration until 3 months later, when they have shed their red-brown summer clothes and replaced them with winter feathers, like a cape. The 720 mil high tide habitat is also a record holder. In 2020, more than 1,000 lesser greenshanks are recorded to stay here, thus turning a legend from the archives into reality. What have the closest relations with hunters are definitely the baits, which are at the bottom of the wetland food chain. There are fish, shrimps, shellfish, and benthic organisms that are rich in Tiaozi Ni wetland, expanding the thickness of the wildness in the migration. The wetland is a warfare for various creatures to fight for food. Among the burning energy in the firefight, the battle between snipe and jellyfish is perhaps fierce enough to be part of it. The autumn migration is also a chapter of Chinese red in the wetlands. Before late autumn, the alkali puffs on the wetlands are still widely growing, just waiting for a moment to explode into wild beauty. Black-billed gulls have left their nests after breeding and reproduction. The elks have become intruders in this space, and the stories about fight inside this group will be staged from time to time. The tide rises and falls, and the harmony between man and nature is the final chapter of wild growth. When the tide recedes, the interlocking harbor forks show the ridge of the wetland. Fishing boats return from the depths of the sea. Fishermen are delivering the gifts of nature from the sea to the land. If the land reclamation is 720 is a concession, then the sea will also not forget the people who depend on it for survival and will give them more of its original flavors. The seabirds are also not willing to be lonely after the tide recedes. They begin a new round of foraging. The story of wild growth will continue to happen here, having no end.